When a child's been bereaved, it's really important that we validate all of the different feelings that they might have. When someone dies, we think that we should just feel sad, but actually we might feel a whole range of different things. We might feel angry, and we'll talk more about that later. We might feel sad, but sometimes we'll feel happy, and that's okay as well. Children need to understand that they might experience a whole range of different things, and that each of those different things that they feel is okay. We need to create a safe environment where they feel able to talk about all of the different things that they're feeling, as well as things like their hopes and their fears as well. And we need to help them to understand that it's okay to feel that the way that they do, and that there's no right and no wrong way to grieve. But instead, the very best way of doing it is to kind of muddle through, to talk as openly and honestly as they can about it, and to explore it openly with us. Here are 3 different ways into the conversations that you might have about the different feelings that a child could have. Firstly, I love using emojis. So emojis can express a whole range of different feelings, and sometimes children can get quite inventive about putting different emojis together as well. Sometimes they tell us more than the words that a child can use, and they can begin to express how they're feeling. They can feel a bit non-confrontational as well, and also they are a method that kids are really used to conversing in. So maybe try using emojis. Next, if you're working with younger children, you could use look inside binoculars. Now the idea here is that you would build a pair of binoculars with a child using a couple of toilet rolls. The act of actually doing a craft side by side together like this can also help to generate conversation. When you work alongside doing things together, then things feel less confrontational, and you'll find that things begin to flow a little bit more. Once you've made the binoculars, then we can say these are our special binoculars for looking inside. Let's see the different thoughts and feelings that we can see inside of ourselves, and we can be explorative. Here you're thinking about how can we be curious about how we're feeling. It's not about judging it, it's not about assuming anything, it's about being curious and wondering. I wonder how you feel, let's look inside with our binoculars. If you're working with older children, then I found that guided journaling can be a really excellent way of beginning to help them express how they're feeling. You might choose to give very specific instructions for your guided journaling, but often I find that simple prompts like I am, I feel, I hope, I wish will be what you need to start the conversation. Now the child might choose to share their journal back with you, or they might keep it to themselves, but very often the act of writing the journal, or videoing it if they prefer, helps them to explore how they're feeling, helps them to understand themselves a little bit better, and might put them in a better position to have these conversations with you as well. Remember that your role here is to validate all the different ways that a child might be feeling, to recognise that we think that bereavement is followed by sadness, but actually there are happy moments too. Actually there are moments when we're angry too. Actually there are moments when we'll feel all sorts of different things, and that's okay. If you found this video helpful, you might be interested to learn more about YouCan. YouCan is our new, ever-growing, on-demand video CPD service for schools. Each course is made up of a series of modules just like the one you've just watched. Each module is designed to be highly practical with ideas that you can use right away. We're growing our library of courses every week to meet the demands of our subscribers. There's a huge wealth of training that you and your colleagues will be able to access if your school subscribes. Our short, practical videos make it easy and enjoyable to learn, so you can do anything you set your mind to.